Hey, gals and guys, it's Christopher Mosier from MyMediaHelper.com, and today what we're going to do is I'm going to reset this television to factory standards, like it just came out of the factory, and then we're going to set this up. So really all you need is your TV, obviously. This should help for a lot of people. Obviously, each TV is going to be different unless you have this television. This is a Vizio, and I will put the model and make in the description. But it should help a lot of people. A lot of TVs are the same. Look for kind of the same things that we're describing through this, and it should get. Most people should get something out of it. If you have a smart TV and you want to reset it, and or you're just starting to set it up, you don't necessarily need to reset it. Maybe you just bought it or someone gave it to you or whatever. This is probably 10 years old, probably roundabouts. You know what you're going to need is, like I said, the television, and grab your remote control. Now, if you lost your remote control, don't have a remote control, I'm going to do a video after this one, how to use your phone. You are going to have to use your phone, but need your phone. But I'm going to show you how to put remote controls on your phone and actually control your television through your phone. But that's next video, so look out for that. And so you need your remote, you need your TV, you're going to need your network password. So basically, and know what your network is, which is usually when it's looking, and I'll show you when it's looking through what networks are available. Yours is usually the strong, it's going to go from strongest to weakest. So yours is most likely going to be on top, and you're going to need your password for your network. Now, most likely your password is on the back of your router, not your modem, but your router. If you don't know the difference, geez, I don't know, seek out my setting up of my router and modem video, I suppose, to see what the difference is on that. So that's the description of this video. So, all right, let's get her down. Sometimes with this Vizio, it doesn't always come on with a remote control. For some reason, I always have to plug it in or I unplug it and plug it back in. It looks like it's going to come on this time, but sometimes it's quonky like that, if quonky is a word. So it's on here, and what we need to do is hit the menu button, and then we will go down to System, and then if you want to, this is just if you want to reset it, not if you just purchased it or someone gave it to your friend. Well, if a friend gave it to you, you might want to reset it as well. But the reason I'm resetting it is to the fact that I want to show you how to set it up. So let's look here, reset factory settings, and then we're going to say reset. Okay, it's going to go back like it just came out of the box. I can fill in stuff. So obviously I speak English, so if you speak Espanol or Francais, pick your appropriate language. I wonder why it's just those three. Are those the three most popular languages in the world? Home use, so we're not doing a store demo. Or I'm not doing anyways. Francais for Canada. Okay, now I get it. Right, just because it's North America. Now I get it. It's probably different for wherever they're selling the television. Yeah, Christopher. Okay, so as you see, like I was telling you here, your strongest signal is going to come up first. So that's going to be most likely your network. So I'm going to hit OK. And you should see the OK button on your remote control. Menu and OK is what you're using a lot. So what we're going to put in is this password here. So obviously don't put in my password. All right, so hopefully we do it this time. All right, we got our connection here. It's going to check for updates now that it's on the network. says this could take up to 10 minutes on this particular TV. I mean, it might be something obviously different on your TV. Now that's going to run through updates. So the thing with this is it keeps updating. It keeps looping and updating for some reason. And I'm going to let it do the first couple updates. And then I'll show you how to get out of the loop so it doesn't constantly keep doing that. Now, at some point, if you find it just hanging like this, it's done. Has it updated? I'll explain that in a bit. This is just for this Vizio unit. Yours, if you're not this particular brand of TV, yours is not this particular brand of TV, it might have updated and gone to the front screen. But if it is stuck here, what we're going to do, I'm just going to shut it off if it's going to allow me to shut it off. I'm going to hit the power button. And the power button isn't even letting me shut it off. So I'm going to pull the cord out of the back, plug it back in, and then let it fire up again. This is a really quirky TV. I don't know if it's because of the age. Not a lot of the apps work for it. The updates don't really work for it. You want to get out of this. So we'll just hit English again. Just home use. USA. And we just don't want to set up the network this time. It should be set up already for us. So let's go down and skip. And we're going to skip this. And what's this here? Search for your local broadcast channels. We're going to skip this right now because I don't have anything plugged into it. I have another video where I explain how to set up an antenna. So look for that. I just did it like a week ago. So we accept all the terms and services. Go ahead and read everything. It's the regular crap. Accept that. So you can do this. I'm already set. I'm going to show you how to set up an account online. I can hit skip, I suppose. Is there a skip? Yeah, there is a skip right here. I'm going to skip this. I've already done it. Start watching. Okay. So there's not going to be any channels here. So on this remote control, if you can see it, there's a Netflix button. I'm going to hit that. Now Netflix will load up. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's like Voodoo on there. There's Crackle. None of those are going to load up. Did they once upon a time? I'm not 100% sure. So I'll let this load up. And if it loads up, we'll know when we're on network. All right, which we are. All right. So we can hit menu. From here, you can go to system. And you can check for updates. Again, I had no luck with updates. If you tried to update the firmware or any of that stuff, let me know. And if it was successful for you, for me it was not. I spent a couple 2-3 hours on that, and it just wasn't working out for me. You can hook up a Roku. So here's a Roku that you can hook up. Now I have other videos to how we hook up a Roku, so I'm not going to show you exactly how to do it. So I'm just going to do it real quick. You got, for this particular Roku, you got HDMI and then USB to power it. All right, and then there you go. There's Roku. Okay, you can fire up your Roku and watch whatever you want. Here's YouTube. I wonder if My Media Helper is on here. I bet you it is. Or I already did a video on this. Here's an antenna. So you can set up an antenna and get your local stations over the air. I already did a video as I explained. So this is working now. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set up the Vizio remote. So what you want to do on your phone is download the Vizio app. So we're going to go into the Google Store. Let's see, there we go. And we're just going to put in Vizio as soon as it wants to pop up. All right, for me, Vizio. For you, whatever your brand is. If it's Zenith, does Zenith still make TVs? I have no idea. Magnavox, whatever the case may be. I don't know who makes TVs anymore. I put in Vizio. Okay. All right, and then there's Vizio Mobile. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to have that install. And we'll let that do its thing. All right, and we'll open it from here once it's installed. And then now we'll get started. It gives you a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Read. You can either create an account here or online, and I'll show you where to do it online or sign in. I already have an account, so I'm just going to sign in. And hopefully it's already saved, so I don't have to do too much. Yep, it is. So we'll sign in. All right, it does see my TV here, if you can see it right there. So I'm just going to hit this, and it comes up with a code right here, 3291. So I'm going to put that in here, 291. And what you want to do is, let me get my remote control. So you want to hit input. So you do want to go to SmartCast. And once you're at SmartCast on your phone, you can go to apps down below here. And you can pick the apps you want, add them to your favorites like I did here. Now, only certain apps work. For instance, YouTube will work. I do believe Pluto will work. And then from here, you can control, or you should be able to control what you want to watch. There you go. As you can see, it's moving around. And if you want another app, just go down to your app store. And then I'm not sure which ones will work here. I think Pluto works, but you get the idea. You'll have to play with it. Like, again, I don't know why they don't all work. Just because they're not supported anymore. Maybe it's just an older TV. Maybe you have a newer Vizio. It will be supported. I don't know. I don't have a newer Vizio to play around to experiment with. So now, in an ideal world, it's supposed to look like this. Your SmartCast channel. It just doesn't. Mine doesn't. If yours does, let me know. I don't know if it's to the fact that it's just not supported anymore. And as we saw, Netflix came up. A few other apps will come up for you if you use the one button on the remote control or your phone, the phone app I showed you. But I don't know. Once upon a time did it. I'm not really sure. So you let me know if that happens for you or not. You can also try to upgrade with the firmware. Here's the website. You just put in your product number, which you just find on the back of the TV, or your serial number, I should say. And then when I tried to do it wireless, I tried to do it over the internet, and I also tried USB connection. I downloaded the firmware into this and tried it, and it would start doing the process. It just would never finish. So I don't know if that's not supported. I don't know. The TV's kind of older, so if this is your brand of TV and you're experiencing the same things, let me know. If it's working great for you, let me know. I'm pretty stubborn. I'm a pretty stubborn person when it comes to this stuff. So I will work at it until I get a solution, and I just couldn't get a solution for this one. You also can sign up for an account here. I already have one signed up, and I'll just sign in real quick because I want to show you something. So not on this screen, TV and sound bars. So on here, you can register your product. On here, you can add a TV. Again, if you're supposed to go to SmartCast. It's supposed to come up like this in order to get this extras. But I can't get this to work. So I can't get this code. So that's kind of pointless for me. Again, maybe probably newer TVs will do it for you. This older one, I'm not sure. And again, if you have this brand, let me know if it's working for you. I'd really like to know what the deal is and why it's not uploading the newer firmware. So while I was doing my edit, I decided to just do a reset on the modem and the router. Simply just unplug it, wait for about 15-20 seconds and plug it back in, and then reset the network on here. And it's the smart, what do you call it? The smart app or the SmartCast came up. It came up as an old version and said, please update the new version. That's the first time that came up. I played with it all last weekend. But again, it wouldn't let me update the firmware or anything. So there was an upgrade in 2021. And to what I read, every television from 2016 at least up should have got the upgrade, the visual upgrade. For Vizio, this television came out in 2018. So I'm not sure why it never took. This was never on network until I started playing around with it last weekend. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's no longer supported. I don't know what the dealio is, but when I reset it this time, I went back and reset it, the factory thing, the whole video. That's what we've been doing. And this time I didn't put in the network. I didn't hook it to the internet yet. So I bypassed it. I skipped it. So this time I'm going to set it up through the settings or the menu to see if it will do it again. Or maybe it was just a lark. Maybe it was just a strange faux pas or whatever you call it. So let's see here. All right, so that's the network right there. So this is the interface that it comes out to be, and I can't update it. I've tried to update it with the firmware. It just wasn't happening for me. So this is all I get. If you happen to, this is what it's supposed to look like, right? If you could see it. And this is what it looks like. Obviously, it's not getting all the apps, and so that's not good. But I'm going to just get a separate Roku for that and deal with it and then put it into the antenna. And it's the way it's been anyways. So that's it, gals and guys. I just wanted to show you how to reset your TV. If you had one of these TVs, I just wanted to show you that you're not going crazy, that maybe it's just not supported anymore. If you have one of these TVs and you are getting an interface like this, I'd be interested when the update went through, how long you've had this interface. Maybe when it first came out, you got the update and your TV took it. Maybe the TV's not supported now. And wow. All right, gals and guys, I appreciate you as always. I hope maybe this helped somebody out there. And please subscribe, share, thumbs up, and hit the bell for updates. And tomorrow I'll be doing remote controls on your smart device for Roku, for your cable box, and the TV. So you just use your phone instead of 15 remote controls. You'll just control it on one device, one phone, a smartphone. All right, gals and guys, catch you later. See ya.